Okay, Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Muhammad Akid and I'm going to teach you about how to do a Revolve profile. So firstly, let's click on file here and then let's click on new. After that, let's click on create new part and let's select OK. And then we're going to click on Revolve Boss Base, and the front, top and right plane should appear right here. Now select the front plane, which is here, and a sketch opens on the front plane, as you can see. Now click this icon here and then sketch a vertical line from the origin and sketch two horizontal lines as shown here. One here and then the other one from origin and here. So let's put the dimensions of 20 here and then 220 here, and for the bottom line let's put 90 millimeters. Okay, and then we're going to click on tangent arc, which is this, and then click at the end point on the top of the horizontal line, which is here, and move the pointer to the right, then downward. Move it to the right and then downward, like so. When the radius is approximately 10 millimeters, radius of 10 approximately here, and the vertical interference line is visible, we're going to click again. Now let's click on Smart Dimensions and put the arc radius of 10. Okay, now we're going to click on line and then sketch a vertical line downward approximately 150 millimeters long, starting at the lower end point of the arc, which is, let's zoom in, which is here. Now do not put in the dimensions at the line for the moment. Let's click on 3-point arc, which is here. Sketch an arc so that the arc center point and the end points are coincident with the line. So let's just make a line first. Make sure it's vertical. Okay, and then let's put this 3-point arc. Maybe about here until here. Okay. Now let's use Smart Dimensions and put the dimensions. The radius, we'll put it at 20 millimeters, and then the angle should be approximately 180 degrees, while the length should be 40. Let's put 40 here. Okay, click enter. Now after clicking to end the arc, set the angle 120 in the parameters section. So let's go to the parameters section. Yeah, let's put it 120. Yeah. Okay, now let's click on smart dimensions again, and then put the arc radius of 20. Now let's click on trim entities here. Now under options, click on trim to closest here, and then select the highlighted segment to delete it, which is here. Oh no. Yep. Right click in the graphics area and select smart dimensions, and then dimension the upper vertical line here, and let's put it 40. Okay. Now let's click select on the standard toolbar, then hold down Ctrl and select the vertical lines on each side of the lower arc. Let's select finish on the standard toolbar, then hold down Ctrl, select the vertical lines on each side, which is here and here. Now in the property manager, under add relations, click on equal, then click OK. Click select, vertical lines on each side. Oh, yeah. So let's make sure these are equal. Let's make sure these lines are equal. Let's select on click tangent up, and then click the endpoint of the lower vertical line, which is here. Move the pointer downward to create an arc that has an angle of about 90 degrees. So 90, yeah. And a radius of approximately 60. So this is 90. click to place up. Now let's sketch another tangent up. Move the pointer until the endpoint of the arc is coincident with the endpoint of the bottom horizontal line as shown. Like so. And let's click on view. And click on hide show items and click on sketch relations. To hide the sketch relationship in the graphics area. Okay. Now let's put the dimensions. This should have a radius of about 60. While this one should be 12.5. And the length from here to here should be 80 only. Okay. Select tangent up. I'm going to make it 90 degrees with a radius of about 60. Then we're going to make a new tangent up. Put it here. Okay, let's put the dimensions. Radius 60 Well, this one should be 12.5, and the length from here to here should be 80. Okay. Moving on. Now let's click on exit sketch. If you move the pointer over a box or icon in the property manager, a tooltip appears with the name of the box or icon. So for axis of revolution, select the long vertical line in the sketch, which is here. Okay. Now under direction 1 in revolve type, select blind, and then set the direction angle 1 to 360. And let's click on OK. Now the revolve feature is created. Now let's save this part as a C stick or candlestick. So C stick part. Okay. Now let's move on. A sweep is a base, boss, or cut created by moving a section along a path. In this part of the tutorial, we can create the candlestick handle by using a sweep. Now first let's sketch the sweep path. The path can be an open curve or closed or non-intersecting curve. So first let's select the front plane. Now let's sketch in this front plane. Click on front, and then let's click on hidden lines remove. Now let's click on view, and in the hide and show items here, let's click on temporary axis. Okay, now notice that there's a temporary axis on the revolve base appears. Okay, now let's right click in the graphics area and select sketch entities, and then we're going to select line. Then let's move our pointer over the temporary axis. The pointer changes to this icon here, indicating that the pointer is exactly on the temporary axis. Now let's sketch a horizontal line like so from approximately here. Now let's put the dimensions of 60 millimeters. Okay. Now right click in the graphics area and select recent command. Right click and then select recent command. Let's look at this recent commands, and then click on tangent arc. Sketch an arc starting at the end point of the line, which is here. Dimension the arc to a radius of 150 millimeters. $150 millimeters. 65. Okay, now if the radial dimension is out of view, click the leaders tab in the dimension property manager, click for shorten and then click OK. Now let's select the endpoints of the arc and set the vertical dimension to 65. Now let's right click and select recent command again and select tangent arc. This time we're going to then sketch another arc from here Now let's put the dimensions of 20 millimeters. Now let's hold down the control button and then select the endpoints of the tangent arc that you just sketched. The endpoints, which is one here and another one here. In the property manager, the property manager appears. The two endpoints that I just selected are now listed under selected entities. Now under add relations, click horizontal. Okay, now let's click on OK. The dimensions and relations prevent the sweep path from changing size and shape when moved. Now let's click on display and delete relations. Let's click on this, the sketch all the relations in the current sketch. Now in the property manager here, under relations, select all in this sketch in filter. Select all in this sketch. All in this sketch in filter. Okay. Select each relation in relations. I'm going to select all of this and then as we select them, these are highlighted. Now let's click on OK. Now the dimension the sweep path with respect to the revolve base. Dimension the distance between the horizontal line of the sweep path and the bottom edge of the revolve feature to 10. So let's first zoom here. No. Let's zoom, click on smart dimensions and click on here, and then let's click at the bottom of the bottom edge of the revolve feature. Here, put these dimensions as 10 only. Yep, should be good. Now as you can see, it says here that our sketch is now fully defined. So let's exit the sketch. select the right plane in the feature manager. Now let's select the right plane and then click on sketch on the sketch toolbar to open a new sketch. So let's sketch this one here. Click normal 2. Okay. Click ellipse. Click ellipse on the sketch toolbar, then sketch an ellipse anywhere in the graphics area. To sketch an ellipse, drag horizontally from the center point of the ellipse to set the width of the ellipse. And then we're going to release the pointer and then click and drag vertically to set the height. Okay. Let's select this and then let's hold down our control button and click the endpoints of the ellipse like this, the endpoints. Now in the property manager under add relations, click horizontal and then click OK. Now this relation ensures that our ellipse is not slanted. Now let's put dimensions on our ellipse. Let's put this dimension here as 10, and from this endpoint to this endpoint we're going to put 35. Now we're going to select OK. Moving on, let's click on isometric. Hold down the control button. Now let's hold down our control button and click the center point of the ellipse, which is here, and the end point of our horizontal line of the sweep path, which is here. Now in the property manager under add relations, we're going to click on coincident and then let's click on OK. Now let's click on view, and in this icon here let's click on temporary axis to hide the temporary axis. Let's click on exit sketch on the toolbar. Now click on sweep boss on the features toolbar. Just here, click on features and then click on sweep boss base. In the property manager, select sketch 3, and then for these paths select sketch 2. Now a preview is shown. Note how the colors in the profile and path match those in the graphics area. So for profile, sketch 3 is going to be blue as labeled here, and for sketch 2, because it is labeled pink, so all these lines are now labeled pink. Under options, let's select on follow path. So click on options and then click on follow path in profile orientation, and then let's click on OK. So let's click on display style and click on shaded with edges. Now as you can see, our candlestick handle is now complete. Now let's save this part. Just click on Ctrl save on our keyboard. So the part is now saved. Let's click on the top face of the revolve base feature and then click extrude cut. So let's select on the top face and then let's click on extrude cut. Now click circle on the sketch toolbar and select the sketch origin, which is here, and sketch a dimension of 30. So let's put the dimension in this circle. Let's put it 30 millimeters. Now click exit sketch and the cut extrude property manager opens. Let's click on isometric. In the property manager under direction 1, let's select blind in end condition. Click reverse if necessary to make the arrow point down, but because it has been pointed down, let's not do that. Now let's set the depth to 25 millimeters. Click drive on off and set the drive angle to 15 degrees. Click on OK. As you can see, the cut is added to the top of the candlestick. Now let's make the part transparent to help to see the angle cut that we have done so far. At the top of the feature manager design tree, to the right of the tabs, click show display pin. Show display. OK, click on show display pins here in the graphics area. Now the part has become transparent. We can now see the angle cut in the top of the candlestick.